Hello, welcome back to another video. We have returned today to talk about FIFA 21 and how the weekend went. Not this weekend, but the last weekend. So I have extended this on. I was pretty busy during the week and I have finally now got the chance to talk about it. Now I didn't do this weekend because again I was pretty busy. Didn't have the opportunity to really play FUT weekend this weekend. But for the last weekend I am going to talk about how I made this team, how I went forward, and how I changed it during that weekend. If you watched that live stream, you would have known that I pretty much changed a lot of things. And when I mean a lot of things, I did mean a lot of things. But now, with my whole starting 11, it is now completely different with the players I've packed on Thursday, but also the players I've bought as well. So starting off, in the goalkeeper spot, we have Oblak, the main man himself, the consistent player who does really well. He's actually done brilliant. For Oblak himself, I can't wait until he goes up. That's if he's actually up in his group stage. But if he gets like a 93, a 94, a 95, it'll be even better, and I cannot wait for that to happen. And it's the same thing with obviously Mason Mount, because Mason Mount again has got a very good card. But Oblak himself, 6'2", very good goalkeeper. I really do like his goalkeeping, and he's probably one of the best goalkeepers, or the best goalkeeper in the game. I'm actually very happy that I did get him, but at the same time, just cannot go wrong. And again, he's got 1 assist to his name. Like, the guy is yeah, it's mental that he's got 1 assist. And in my back four, I've got Alex Telles, Varane, Sergio Ramos and Carvajal. Now with this back four, it was a very good back four. I actually quite liked the back four during division rivals. It was solid. Sergio Ramos would be the main man himself, like Sergio Ramos, very good. Also did get a goal and an assist while he was playing, but quite liked him. He was good, he was consistent, he wasn't being a failure at all. He was just getting on the ball, doing really well. And then when it got to the weekend, Friday brilliant, Saturday really lost it. Saturday and Sunday was a no-brainer, and I could not believe how slow the team started on Saturday and Sunday, and then at the very end the team really got going after I made a few changes. But it was the same story over and over again. It was starting off well, then during the weekend it was pretty poor, and I really was annoyed about it. And I thought to myself, this can't be happening. But it was, and I wasn't too happy about it. They did start really well. The defence was spot on with Alex Telles at left back, Varane at left centre back, and obviously Sergio Ramos there as well. It was working. Even Carvajal was keeping up with defenders. Attackers, sorry, really well, and then it just didn't work. It just really wasn't working. Even though I did play Carvajal, the only centre back, well, the 2 defenders that stayed for the full weekend, it was only him and Varane, and I could not believe it. I really could not believe it. I thought this can't be happening, but it was, and I was shocked really. But moving on from that, we've got our midfield. Now our midfield, like I said, was being changed to a 4-2-3-1, and even that was pretty decent. 4-2-3-1, Paul Pogba and CDM, with Alan, just a physical presence and a defending presence as well. Roberto Firmino being in cam, and Martial, Lucas Moura at right cam, and Son at left cam. I felt they might be complaining, why aren't you playing Son at striker? I was playing Son at striker. He was just not doing us better than Martial at striker. Martial at striker was so much more consistent. He was getting on the ball better, and he would finish chances which Son wouldn't be able to. But in a deeper line, in a much more deeper spot, Son get the ball early, plays in, and he can easily hit it with his left foot when he's played a little bit deeper and he's just running up that wing. But with that in mind, Martial pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie, he was quite good on Friday. And if I tell you his stats now, Martial in like 5 games, 10 games, he got 4 goals and 2 assists. That was not half bad, but it was mainly down to like Heung-min Son again doing really well, and Lucas Moura. Heung-min Son as well, even in the left cam spot, did get 15 goals and 6 assists throughout the whole weekend, which is pretty decent. He's not up with the highest goal scoring, but he was up there with he was definitely up there. It was the same with Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba was up there with goals and assists, and the only other player that was up there was Aubameyang. But with 15 goals and 6 assists, that wasn't half too bad. And as his overall record, 45 games played, 30 goals scored and 17 assists. It's not half bad for a player that's been playing left cam and striker. But with Martial, it was just, when it came to Saturday, it was not the case. And there was a lot of problems happening. Players like Martial, players like Lucas Moura, players like Sergio Ramos and Alex Telles were the main key players that weren't really going up to the top. And also Alan, also a few other players like Paul Pogba wasn't really playing to their full wits. So when it came to Sunday was the main day where I changed it all about, and we saw Roberto Firmino back up top, and like we have been changing, Wijnaldum I've also packed not long ago beforehand in the camps in the centre mid spot, plus with De Jong himself. I wanted this to add a lot more pace, and in the end that's what I got, pace in that middle of the park. And Bergwijn playing at right wing. If you saw on the day, Bergwijn at right wing was not half bad. Bergwijn at right wing got 3 goals and 2 assists with the limited time he was given. But also, not just that, I was playing Aubameyang up front on Saturday, who didn't really end up pretty deep. He didn't really do much, even though he did get 13 goals and 2 assists. Aubameyang was up top before I changed it all about with Alan and De Jong and Wijnaldum. Just forgot all about that. With Aubameyang, he did get 13 goals and 2 assists, but in the end wasn't up to the standards as I really knew him for. He was more of a player that would get in the box, do a little skill move and get a goal. He was good at doing that. He was brilliant at doing that. It was the same thing for Harry Kane. Even Harry Kane, I think I actually did, after Martial, put Harry Kane on, and even Harry Kane got 7 goals and 6 assists. He was very impressive, and that was within like 2 or 3 games. And then straight off the bat, couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was going against icons. I was going against the most sweatiest of centre backs of all time, and it was unbelievable. But I just moved on. I changed my team. This is how my team was looking. I put Langlet in, and I think I still had actually Alex Telles at left back, if I remember correctly. But it was just a lot of things weren't working, and in the end it was just the same story over and over and over again. And for me, I was just a bit annoyed in the end. I was like, look, this can't be happening, but it was. And it had to come down to players like Lozano, Anderson Talisca, for instance Aubameyang, coming on from the bench, getting the starting 11 and getting some goals. Even sometimes I had to play Aubameyang like this. This would be sometimes my team in some areas of the game, and I'll be playing a 4-2-3-1 with Paul Pogba being in cam this time, and even like sort of Heung-min Son at left cam, Bergwijn at right cam. My 2 CDMs would be Wijnaldum and De Jong, and it would work. Sometimes it would work. Sometimes I put Roberto Firmino on at the starting 11. I think like the last few games, Roberto Firmino was my main striker, which was no surprise. But in the end, it was just a real interesting weekend, and it was really weird, and I wasn't really too happy with it, to be fully honest. There was a lot of things that went down on Saturday and Sunday that was just unbelievable, and I couldn't believe my eyes, really. I really couldn't. But with some of the other stats, Lozano, again, a player that really influenced his right hand side, with, even though he got 2 goals but 6 assists, pretty decent. Talisca, 1 goal, 2 assists, even though he was rock in like other people's defence. He was good with pressure. Wijnaldum 3 and 4. Bergwijn 3 and 2. Aubameyang 13 and 2. De Jong 3 and 5. So really very similar to Wijnaldum in the CDM spots. Obviously Oblak got 4 clean sheets during this weekend. Martial 4 and 2. Son 15 and 6. Roberto Firmino, the main guy himself, was probably the best player in the weekend, hands down. And I've even got the stats to prove it. 18 goals scored and 17 assists. This guy was the best attacking player in the weekend, and I could not believe it. I really could not believe it. He was brilliant. And comparing him to the previous person who had him, 173 games played, 91 goals scored, 63 assists. For me, 103 games played, 118 goals scored, and 123 assists. This guy is a machine, and I cannot believe I'm just having so much fun with this player. He is brilliant. Lucas Moura, 3 goals scored and 1 assist. Allen, 0 goals scored, 5 assists. Paul Pogba, by the way, in cam, 10 goals scored and 10 assists. Pretty decent, not gonna lie, that's pretty good. Alex Telles with 1 goal scored and 1 assist. And Ramos with 1 goal scored and 1 assist. Carvajal 0-0, Varane 0-0, Oblak getting 1 assist. Now this was a bit of an interesting one because I was looking at these stats and I was looking at the last week's one, where last week I had a little bit different attack and all that stuff. And Mane again 23, Roberto Firmino 23. The attack quality has gone down, but I think for this weekend it's more changes, as I literally had 4 subs, while this weekend I had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had 7 subs, 7 changes to the starting lineup, and I didn't change that starting lineup last week. That last week I didn't change that starting lineup. That lineup was the same throughout the whole weekend. As you can, with last weekend, Sadio Mane had 28 goals scored and 12 assists. Roberto Firmino 23 goals scored and 25 assists. Porto with 15 goals and 2 assists. Talisca with 12 and 16. Like, there was a lot more last weekend with basically consistency and just playing in general, because I think I had a lot more fun last weekend because of players like Mane and Roberto Firmino really stepping up to the plate. So I was a bit looking into it. I was a bit like, why is this happening? And as well, just that, like, Carvajal last weekend the weekend before, did get 5 assists. He did get 5 assists. Carvajal was playing so much better the previous weekend than this weekend. So that's, yeah, really interesting. And looking at a few other stats, it's just the quality from start to now has been a lot more better, and a lot more goals being scored, but a bit of drop in form from the team themselves. And this weekend it was not as the same level, but it was almost the same level. So what have I done to change my team? Well, as you can see, this was the team at the very last day of that weekend. Now since then I've upgraded my team, and I actually have made my team pretty darn good, and I'm hoping it turns out the same. And this is it. Bang, there you go. This is my team. Obviously need a few more players probably to change a little bit. Might try and get Trent Alexander-Arnold's UEFA Champions League card, but this is currently it. Oblak in goal, Gaia at left back, Langlet at left centre back, Varane at right centre back, and Joel Cancelo at right back. My midfield: De Jong, Wijnaldum and Paul Pogba. and my top three: Antoine Griezmann, Roberto Firmino, and Mohamed Salah. What is that attack? This is my most exciting attack right now. This is the attack I'm actually thinking, oh damn. Oh damn, oh damn, oh damn. This could be pretty good. And I'm not gonna lie, even the bench is pretty stacked. Heung-min Son, Lozano, Alisson Talisca, Alan Ferenzi, Carvajal, Lloris. And even on the reserves, Marquinhos, Gayu, Mason Mount, Bergwijn, and Diego Jota's 83. Now that is a card that might be very good. And even on some of the reserve stuff, I've got a few good players that I could probably bring in, like Coleman, who might be pretty good as well. But those of one are many things, and right now I'm just seeing and hoping I get somebody good during packs while I'm grind out this week of packs. And I think Carvajal is untradeable, so I can't sell him. See any problem. And as well, Lloris is probably the same. So a lot of players here in my bench that are pretty untradeable, like Heung-min Son as well. And I've got to say, this could end up being a really good team. Antoine Griezmann, again, with his 88 informed card, left wing. I'm not 100% sure how to play this, because right now, obviously played 2 games at the moment, and I haven't really got much out of his card. But it's just getting used to his card, like with 90 dribbling, 80 pace, 86 shooting, 85 passing, 74 physicality. The 2 games I did play with him, he was very slow in the final third. But that might be just I'm trying to get used to his card, and I haven't played a while. Like the time I started playing with his card was the time I literally just got back into FIFA, having pretty much a week off, or somewhat about that. And his player traits at the moment, again, finesse shot, flare trait, long shot taker, playmaker, outside the foot shot, chip shot, and technical dribbler. So he's got a lot of traits as well. And plus the hunter card, he's got 91 acceleration, 90 sprint speed, 95 attack positioning, 99 finishing, shot power is 87, and volleys is 99, bloody hell, and penalties 97. So he's got good finishing, good shooting all round. And to be fair to him, he's got really good dribbling stats. 93 agility, 85 balance, reactions 94, ball control 91, dribbling 89, composure 91. So he shouldn't have any problems with his dribbling. But the only thing I can say right now is he has had problems with his dribbling. So that is one thing. Obviously Roberto Firmino, but also Mohamed Salah, again, just quick, 99 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, attack position in 96, 99 finishing, 85 shot power. Like, the guy is a machine. 91, even 91 penalties. Like, the guy is mental. And his dribbling, the exact same, 90, but just a few things: 90 dribbling, 89 ball control, 92 reactions, 91 balance, 91 agility, 90 composure. The guy is a machine. And yeah, I can't wait to really get around using this team to the full potential. But how should I play this? Right now, like, I have been playing a 4-3-2-1 with Roberto Firmino playing as the central striker, and the 2 right wingers, the left winger and right winger, Mohamed Salah and Antoine Griezmann, play behind. So they go behind, they overlap. That's how I've been playing it thus far. And to be fair, it's not been pretty bad. It's been working pretty decently. But the only problem is the final third stuff, and a few things, maybe technical areas, a few stuff that I might need to change. Maybe instead of having a hunter on Antoine Griezmann, I actually put a finisher on him. Maybe the same on Mohamed Salah. Maybe that might be an option that I might consider. But those are just one of many things that I might change and might go, actually, maybe this would work instead of this, or that would work instead of that. But until then, this is my team, and hopefully the weekend comes up and I have time to really go out there and destroy teams. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, do subscribe, and see you next time.